This is our unit LEC 3310. Something
3340.
3340, 3340, and this is a connection in between. So with our machine, there's a two set of tests here. So the first set is AOI to the assembly. So as this part that you can actually check with AI vision to check if the system has been well assembled. So you can see SMT deep status, as well as when you have the system is already assembled, you will be able to check this like screws, labeling, or maybe all the details. Okay, so the key point over here is you have to lock down the positions like in between this the test units and the cameras. So if you have moved any of them, then we have to reset the test again. Okay, so this is the first set. The second set is the AI to do the LED test. To check the LED status, if the blinking is correct with its status, and if the color as well as the I mentioned blinking already, so it's like at the right pattern. So this is our test base, so everything is already pre-programmed in there. Okay, so back to here, this is the laptop is representing the uplink. So with this machine, we consider there's a hypervisor in there. There's 3 VM. So the first one with the AOI for assembly. The second one for the first one AOI for assembly is this one. The second one is AOI for the LED test. And the third one will try to explain to our customer about the security. So if you put one like a firewall in there, and it's actually you can monitor the traffic, and then the traffic inside of the VMs can be like this part. So with this cheap red cable linking, is that we represent like is isolate LAN ports into this machine with like different VM. You can pass the data from the VM1 to VM2 or to the firewall. And this part is uplink. So with this demo, it's actually uplinked to our laptop here, but actually like in the real field, it's uplinked to a switch or to the IT world. Okay, so over here is the VM management. So under our CentOS environment, we have put this. This is KVM based VM management. So there are 3 VM running at the moment, and there's one of them is actually shut down. It's a Windows 10. So we used to have this one for motion control, but in this demo we don't have that. So which means over here you can see the first one, as I mentioned, the AI assembly. The second one AI LED, and the third one is the security. So AI assembly, AI LED, and security. So over here you can see those are the loading status, and they have only like each CPU for each VM is running in the background. So that's most of our use case for the demo.
So could you introduce the HVM?
Each
HVM
okay.
operating. Yeah.
Okay, so here, so let's start from the first one. This one is the AI assembly. So as we mentioned, with the AI vision to capture the status of the motherboard itself or the system is already assembled. So we have set a standard. So when this motherboard here, you have to ask, you have to check, confirm which part you want to check. So this is the blue part is already set as the checkpoint setting. Okay, so this is the standard, okay, and this is what we're gonna do. So to press the check, see there's a SATA cable over there to block something, so there's the NG over there, and this is good. So compared to the standard, okay, and we also can change where we want to check. So let's do. Okay, let's, and then restart. to the restart for the test. But as I mentioned, we wish to like show people about the workload consolidation, not how good we are at the AI for testing. So the AI is not our main purpose. That's why we only have this like farmer style demo. But what we really want to push to the customer is our hardware as well as the concept of the workload consolidations. So while it's rebooting, okay, it's getting there. Okay, so we have to start again. So first to set the test area, so press S and you start to mark where you want to put. So we want to check if all the schools are well schooled or if there's any missing. So do S for saving and then press S to start. So we have this a new image for it. Okay. So at the moment, if there is something over there, something wrong, then you can actually see it. Okay, so this is the first VM. And the second VM, we are talking about the LED. So the unit is already on, so it's continually testing with this. Gonna check there's a program preset into this test bed already. So link with this cable RJ45 to the USB port over there, and it's sending the command to this camera. So so that is like the command like over the units, over the test bed, come back to this LEC3340, and it's also sending a command over USB port to tell our camera to start to capture. So you see this also says start to capture, and during the capture it's already preset about what kind of blinkings or what kind of the actions that the LED should react based on this test. And the test result, we collect the test result and we do this judgment about if that is a pass or fail. Okay. So again.
So you have just 3 minutes to introduce others.
Okay, so you see this pass here,
Yeah.
and it's actually pretty fast. Like there's a command send, and there's a capture from the video, from the camera, and it's like a check after. So capture the videos, and then that will be a pass. Okay, so that's the second part. So the third one is the security ones that we were actually trying to mention is like, as I mentioned, there's a cable here. The red part is that we link the data from different VMs from different applications to our security VM, which is a firewall or like a DPI, IPS, whatever you need. So we position as a virtual ICS at here. So with the virtual ICS, we scan all the data, we monitor the traffic, and then everything has been passed through this and go uplink to the unit. So this one is the upper here is to monitor the traffic in between different VMs inside of the LEC3340, this unit, but AV port is also isolated, which is much better if we want to do device security part. Okay, and this part is the uplink. So every data from outside want to get into our this whole set of environments have to pass the firewall, as well as we can monitor all this traffic over there. Okay, so this is the other VM. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
So
Great.
anything else? Like,
Thank you.
okay, thank you. Bye.